Welcome back to Home Gym Hacks and Reviews. Today I'm going to do a pull workout for back, biceps, and traps using the IM2000. Stay tuned. This is part one in a three-part series that I'll be doing with the IM2000. I'll also have an upper body push workout and a legs workout, so be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. I really hope that this series is going to be helpful for anyone who already has the IM2000 or for anyone who's thinking about getting it. The IM2000 has quickly become one of my favorite pieces of gym equipment because it's so versatile. So first off, it's a Smith machine. You also have a high-low pulley. On the back of here, I have the pec deck attached. You can also store all of your plates along the spine of the machine. I have band pegs attached on the bottom. You can also attach the leg press plate. You can also add dip bars and the ultimate pull-up bar. There is also the option to add bar hooks and safety spotter arms to make the IM2000 a half rack. For today's pull workout, I'll be using the Super Bench Pro along with the preacher pad attachment. I'll be using the lat bar that comes with the IM2000, my revolving curl bar, some chains and some revolving handles, also the Angles 90 grips and the Ironmaster Ultimate Row handle. I like to start my pull workouts with a lat pull down exercise. So first up is the one arm lat pull down. The cue that I'm using here is tucking my elbow into my back pocket. I'll do 12 repetitions with each arm as part of my warm-up. To do the other arm, I'll just slide the bench over. My work sets were with 2 10s and 2 5s. The weight of the bar with the Olympic adapters is 36 pounds. This machine has a 1-to-1 pulley ratio, and the cable system is rated for 350 pounds. I won't show my right side performing this exercise for the first set, but I always start with my left side, which is my weak side. I've had quite a few Ironmaster reviews lately. My first Ironmaster review was for the IM2000, so check that out if you want to see assembly, dimensions, and my initial thoughts when getting the machine. My second Ironmaster review was comparing the Super Bench Pro to the PowerTech Flat Incline Decline Bench. These are the two most versatile and innovative benches on the planet, so that may be worth checking out if you're deciding between these two benches. I recorded this after today's workout, and while PowerTech hasn't listed the pulley ratio for the lever gym, I think it's 2-to-1, so I can handle 645s with a relatively good form, but there's no way I could do that with the IM2000. Each side gets about a 1 to 2 minute break, and I'm already very pumped up just from that first set. I can already feel blood into my lats and even my chest and shoulders, so I'm off to a really good start. Set number 2, and this will be my last pull down set. I got 13 on my first one, and according to my logbook, I want to get at least 8 here. The Angles 90 grips that I'm using are some of the best and most versatile attachments that I have. They're just a more ergonomic way to do a lot of pull exercises, and they showed up in my video, my 10 favorite pieces of home gym equipment under $100. I'm trying to keep the elbow in. Although working one arm at a time does take extra time, it is beneficial to bring up any imbalances that you may have from your left side to your right side. I won't show my other arm doing the exercise because I think your time is valuable, but the other side was of course done. On that last exercise, when I refer back to my logbook, I went up in weight and reps, so that was a win-win. Now for this next exercise, I'm going to do a pullover. I'm going to leave the exact same weight that was on the bar for the previous exercise. And I have a chain in place to make getting into position easier, and so the Smith bar doesn't hit the top of the frame. And I go all the way down to my lower stomach. And this is going to be a high reps set. Maybe 20 repetitions. But this is heavier than I went last time by 5 pounds. I like throwing in these high rep sets because of my experience with Dante Trudel's DC training system. In his program, DC training or dog crap, these are called Widowmakers. I'm using my revolving curl bar, which I call the bat bar from Power Systems, to do this exercise. This piece also showed up in my video, my top 10 pieces of home gym equipment under $100. This is one of those exercises that lights my back up. I feel like my back is on fire by the time I get close to failure on this exercise. This exercise can be performed on any high pulley, and so that the bench doesn't slide backwards on me, I have it pressed up against a 2x4, which is resting between the frame of the machine. Visually, the pulley system looks very smooth, but because it doesn't make any sound, that's another indication that it's a very smooth system. See if I can get one more. Another cool feature with this Smith machine is the bar locks in place. With most Smith machines, if you want to lock the bar in place so that it won't turn on you, you have to use bungee cords. So that was tough, but I went up in weight and reps again on that exercise. I'm feeling pretty good today, so I'll add a second set to this exercise, and I wanted to give you a different perspective of what this exercise looks like from the side. If I really want to make it painful, I can pause right here ever so briefly. And Dorian Yates was a big believer in this exercise using the Nautilus machine. And since I don't have one of those, this is the next best thing. And that's it for that exercise, just 2 sets. I really like this next exercise as a chest supported row. I have the ultimate row handle on here, and I'm just going to warm up with the same weight that I finished with on my last exercise. Here's the setting that I'm going to use for the ultimate row handle, and there is how I set up the bench so that it doesn't slide forward when I'm doing this pulling exercise. For my first work set, I have 2 25s and 2 10s on the bar. I really like doing chest supported rows so that I can really focus on my mid-back without needing to tax the erectors. If I'm not doing DC training, I typically stick to a low volume, high intensity push-pull leg split. This split allows me to hit all of my muscle groups twice within a 7-day period, and it allows my connective tissue ample time to recover. If I tried to organize my workouts with chest and biceps on one day, back and triceps on another, shoulders and traps on another, and legs, the connective tissue that is involved with my pushing exercises, for example, is almost being taxed every single workout. When these sets slow down like it's starting to here, and I'm getting closer to failure, that's when a lot of the magic really starts to happen with muscle growth. I'll keep the same weight on there for set number 2. Last time I got 10. I hope to get more than that this time. I'll include my Ironmaster playlist at the end of this video, but I also have reviewed their organizer, the dip attachment, the leg extension leg curl, and the sit-up attachment for the Super Bench Pro. In part 2, I covered the pull-up, hybrid bench pad, preacher curl pad, and hypercore attachment for the Super Bench Pro. And my most recent video covers the ultimate row handle and the dip bars and pec deck attachments for the IM2000. I really can't say enough good things about the ultimate row handle. It has quickly become one of my favorite attachments. It is extremely versatile and extremely effective and highly adjustable. After this one warm-up set, I'm only going to do one work set for this one arm row. Starting with no weight on the bar. Here's my first work set, 2 10s, 2 5s. Again, I'm doing one arm at a time, which does take more time, but it will help me to improve any imbalances that I have. And I'm using the Angles 90 grips again because they are so effective and they allow for a more natural range of motion. Just to save time, I won't show me working the right side, but it was done. While this set is wrapping up, I'll show you a random video of my greyhounds doing what they do best, relaxing. And I guess it's okay because they are retired. They did have a hard working life. Now I'm moving on to my upper back pull exercise. I'm just going to do one warm-up set here, and I'm going to use the exact same weight that I finished with on my last set. I have the lat bar that comes with the IM 2000. My angle's 90s in place. Here is my first of 2 work sets, 225s on the bar. Here is another reason I really like the Super Bench Pro. I can put the bench at an 85-degree incline, take the seat off, and use it to do chest-supported standing exercises. I do have the headrest add-on coming, which will allow me greater body coverage and allow this exercise to be even more supported. This is my last back exercise for the day, and it allows me to focus on my traps and rhomboids. I won't play this first set the whole way through, and I won't even show the second set because on this first one I got 17 reps and on my second one I got 15 reps, so they went on a little longer than I wanted them to, so I'll add 5 pounds to each side of the bar the next time I do this exercise. My first bicep exercise is the preacher curl, and my first warm-up set is just the weight of the bar. My first work set is with 2 5s and 2 2.5s. Last time I did 12 repetitions with 2 5s on here, so hopefully I'll be able to increase my rep count or at least keep my rep count the same. I like all of the attachments for the Super Bench Pro, but this preacher pad is really standing out to me. It has 3 different settings, and once locked into the Super Bench Pro, it is very stable and it's very comfortable. I'm using the revolving curl bar again from Power Systems. I have a chain attached to the lower pulley just to make it a little bit easier to get into position and so that I can put the curl bar on the hooks that are on the front of the preacher pad. With this setup, I don't think I would ever need to buy a pin-loaded preacher curl machine just simply because this is so effective. One more rep to tie. Yep. Set number 2, same weight. Last time I got 8 at 5 pounds lighter. If you find this IM 2000 series helpful, you may want to check out another set of videos that I have using only the PowerTech Lever Gym for a collection of push, pull, and leg workouts. And I also have a series using only the PowerTech Streamline Functional Trainer for a push and pull workout. I hope one or even all of those videos help to give you some exercise ideas, and it may help just to see the machines in action. Beat the logbook. For my next bicep exercise, I'm going to do a supine curl. I could do this exercise standing, but I don't want to tax my lower back and I want to put all the emphasis on my biceps. For my preacher curl, I use the wide grip. For this one, I'm going to use the narrow grip. I'm not going to do any warm-up sets because I only have 20 pounds on the bar. And I think my biceps are sufficiently warmed up. I'm using the original pad that came on the Super Bench Pro to lay on, so that may be reason enough to get the hybrid pad, just so you have a second pad to do floor exercises with. I won't show the first set the whole way through or the second one, but I got 14 repetitions on set number 1 and 10 repetitions on set number 2. This will be my last bicep exercise, and I'm only going to do 1 set, no warm-up sets. I have 2 5s on the bar. Here's another reason I really like the Ultimate Row handle. It feels somewhat like having a functional trainer where one arm can't dominate the movement. However, I am on a single pulley. If you're trying to replicate this movement, my chain, handle, and carabiner configuration comes in at 28 inches. Ironmaster does sell a chain add-on kit. This exercise feels somewhat similar to laying on an incline bench and using dumbbells. However, I do have constant tension on the muscles with this pulley system. And this is one of those exercises where if I go really hard, I will wake up the following morning with DOMs in my biceps, which is extremely hard to do with bicep exercises. That was 5 work sets for biceps. Now I'm going to move on to a couple of exercises for traps. I have my angles 90 grips on the bar. I'm going to start with a 1-arm shrug. 2 25s on the bar. I won't show this set or the next one the whole way through. However, I do think it's important to work each trap individually because a lot of people, including myself, have one trap that sticks up a little bit higher than the other. So hopefully individual trap work will help to fix imbalances. I find the IM 2000 to be a machine that can do a whole lot even with its minimal 4x4 footprint. This machine can take the place of a lot of machines or even a gym membership. And a second set at the same weight. Always starting with my weak side first. Now I'm going to move on to both arms. And I won't show this set or the next one the whole way through either. And set number 2. 8-time Mr. Olympia Lee Haney said that because the traps are on the back of your body, you should have your hands placed behind your body when you do your shrugs. Another advantage to doing shrugs with your hands behind your body is that it taxes the lower back less because the weight is behind you rather than in front of you. Every exercise today and in my current program consists of 1 to 2 sets, taking close to or all the way to failure. I've found that I respond better to low volume, high intensity, high frequency training. I've also found my joints are a lot happier with low volume training. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you found this video helpful. Even if you don't have the IM2000, maybe you can take a couple of things that I showed in this video and apply it to your own workout or whatever equipment that you have at home. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please consider doing so. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Home Gym Hacks and Reviews. I am an affiliate for Ironmaster, Titan, and PowerTech. So if any of my videos have helped you, please consider using my affiliate links at no additional cost to you. Take care, everyone.